What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com bringing home the bacon MLB betting video for Wednesday, August 28th, 2024. If you have not already checked out our DFS content, the video will be linked at the end. Now, we are using Outlier, as you can see on the screen. Outlier.Bet is the sponsor of every single video that we have, and we're very excited for what NFL is going to show us in 8 days now. So next Thursday, we're very excited to see what we can bring to the table. But you guys are here for MLB betting. Now, if you have not checked out the DFS video yet for today, Outlier is giving away, or helping us give away, 5 monthly packages from them. With that being said, you've got to go check out the video. You got to go look for the keyword to type that in. That video will be what you can use to enter to get Outlier free for 1 month. But what we're going to do is we're going to bring you the best bets that we like today. So we looked over them, and if you've seen them before, you kind of know. But this is Outlier. We're going to props. So these are going to be the prop bets that we like today. So we're going to start with pitching, then we're going to go with batters. So looking at this is kind of what I want to look at. So what we're going to do is we're going to go strikeouts. So I'm going to start with strikeouts right here and apply it. Then my top one that I like right now, Carlos Rodon, going up against the Nats. Now the weather's a little bit of concern, but this is what we're looking at. So here's what I like. So we look at this and we go to here. So the over-under, the line is currently 6.5, but I want to go alt line. I want to go over 4.5. So I want to go 5+ strikeouts on this game. 10 out of the 10 last games, he's gotten a minimum of at least 5. His last 20, 85% of the time. 2024, 77% of his starts, he's gotten a minimum of 5 strikeouts a game here. So he is coming off a good start last time against Colorado. The start before his game against Detroit did get lit up, lost 4-0, but still had 5 strikeouts in this game. So what I like to do is, Outlier is great because you add your bet, you can add it to your picks. This right here is your pick slip. So you can go, if you want to go DraftKings, FanDuel, ESPN Bet, Caesars, BetMGM, whatever site you have, you can check it out there. And once we get done, I'll show you what I'm talking about once we add like a 3-man parlay or something like that. So Carlos Rodon's my number 1. Number 2 is an early start, but Paul Skeens going up against the Cubs. So we look at Paul Skeens and we get into here. Over under of 6.5 is there. I'm going to alt line it down to over 5.5, so he's got to get 6+ there. And he's gotten the last 5 games 80%. Obviously, in 9 games, he's got 90%. So he's hit it. We've looked at it. It is a -137. You add it to your picks down here, and we'll see. So Paul Skeens is number 2 for the pitchers that I'm looking at today. And again, the link to sign up for Outlier is down below. You must have an account with using our sign up link to be entered into getting a free month from Outlier as well. So, looking at that, Mr. Spaghetti, Mr. Arrighetti, we've used him lately for DFS, but I'm looking at 5+ out of him. So I'm going to do an outline here again, over 4.5 to get 5+. So last 10, 9 of his last 10. Last 5, 100% of the time, he's gotten a minimum of 5. Last 20 is 75% of the time. And 2024, 74% of the time. And what I love is you can look at the matchup here, and you can see that Philly against right-handed pitching, they do not do well against right-handed pitching. So this is why I love it. You see so much information just using Outlier. So just not only the props, but then you can look at how they've done if they've faced them before or how they do. And you can see Philly does not, in 22 point... So does pretty good. Stubbs, 27% strikeout. Schwarber, 28%. Hell, Schwarber could get you 4 of the strikeouts there. And then you got Kennedy, 33%. Sosa, 26%, 18.5. Wade Wilson, Deadpool gets 25% strikeout. So I like Arrighetti here. I'm going to add him into this one, add it to my picks, add it to a bet slip. Now let's say you want to do a 3-man parlay, 3 strikeout parlay on DraftKings. 3 out of 3 is +130. Click here, it'll take you right out to that sports book. So if you have not signed up for FanDuel or DraftKings Sportsbook, the links will be down below as well. If you sign up there, they're going to match your promo. I think they match up to like 100 or, yeah, right here. Join DraftKings, get 200 bonus bets instantly if you sign up right there. So sign up with our link, get the $200 in bonus bets on DraftKings, and we are going to give you a month free of FTA Plus on top of it, just for signing up with the sportsbook, if you have not already signed up yet. If you're already on DraftKings or FanDuel, it will not count because you obviously cannot sign up. So Arrigetti's number 3. Looking at another one that I kind of want to look at, and we kind of talked about this in the DFS video, but I like the matchup here of 3+. It's minus 119 when you add it, and you can look at 80%, last 5, 80% as well. Add it to the picks at minus 119. Okay? And then here's another one. I don't know if I love his matchup for DFS-wise because he is so expensive, but Chris Sale. Chris Sale's matchup here, going up against Minnesota. The over-under is 7, but I kind of want to go, put it down a little bit, over 5.5 to get it to 6+ strikeouts. 80% of the time his last 10 games, 80% of the time his last 5 games, 85% of the time his last 20 games. Head-to-head, 100% of the times this year, and 88% of the games he has started this year, he's gotten at least 6 strikeouts in those games. And if you go to head-to-head, he got 11 strikeouts against them back on April of last year. Obviously, with a different team, he's got a better environment here. I love this matchup for him. So I'm adding him to my picks right here. That is a 5-man. On DraftKings, you can only do 4 because you cannot do Palant. You cannot scale down. Can you do on FanDuel? On FanDuel, you cannot either. But you could do, instead of doing a parlay, you could take him out or do a single bet. Now, you can do single bets on any of these, but a lot of you like the parlays. So still a 4-man at plus 195, put 20 bucks on or whatever your unit is. I like these odds here for pitching. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on some of the bats that we like today. And I mentioned it in the DFS video, but these are going to be for hits. Now, I know a lot of people like over-under of bases, like 1.5. Everyone loves a home run parlay. I get that. We were just going to go hits. So these are just going to be hits today. And these are players that we like. And Stevenson went 3 for 4 yesterday. All we need is 1 hit out of him. Over-under of 1, you can see. Last 10 games, he's gotten a minimum of 1. His last 5, 100%. His last 20, 85%. Head-to-head, 75% of the time, he's gotten a minimum of 1 hit against them. And 60% of his games this year, he has as well. So if we want to do a sneaky little 5-man hit parlay, I don't mind that either. Ozuna is another one in this matchup here against Minnesota, against Festa. I don't trust him against Festa, but you can see 90% of his last 10 games, 80 his last 5, 90% of his last 20, head-to-head 100%, and on the season, 78% of the games he has played in this year, he's gotten a minimum of 1 hit. Now, you can always scale these up if you like these. You can scale them up to over 1.5 bases as well. So I've got him as the second man in this lineup here. Another one, Real Muto going up against Arrigetti. Last 5, 100%. Last 10, 90%. 75 his last 20. 100% in head-to-head and 74% on the year to add him at a over 1 hit. So 1+ hit. That is number 3. Number 4 going in here. I do love me, and we talked about this. I love me some O'Neal Cruz today. O'Neal Cruz going up against Kyle Hendricks. I do not trust Kyle Hendricks. Last 5, 100% of the time. Last 10, 90% of the time. He's had a hit in 8 straight games. Last 20 is 70% of the time as well. I love this matchup for him against Kyle Hendricks. So then, if you want to see, like, how has he done? Pittsburgh, Kyle Hendricks, O'Neal Cruz. He's got a home run against him. Okay? Multiple hits. And then O'Neal Cruz against right-handed pitching this year. 328 at-bats, 287 batting average, 13 bombs, 47 RBIs, a 839 OPS. And he strikes out 31% of the time, but it is less than he does strike out against left-handed pitching. So I absolutely love this matchup for O'Neal Cruz. Add him to my picks as my number 4 hitter today. And then finally, if you want to get a little bit, Dalton Varsho, we talked about this. He's 1 game. He's had a hit in almost every single game except for 1 is last 20, or 3 in his last 20. So we look at him. Last 5, 100%. Last 10, 100%. Last 20, 80%. We've got him added there in as number 5. And there's other ones. We're going to have other bets on the website. If you go to fantasyteamadvisor.com, MLB, and then you go down to MLB prop bets, part of FTA Plus. You can check that out. But we've got going up against Bayo. Does have a hit. 2 for 3. Going up against right-handed pitching this year. Varsho batting 200. I like the matchup for him. We go to our bet slip here. 505 on DraftKings. 505 on FanDuel. 505 on Caesars. 505 on BetMGM. Now, you do have better odds other places, but we use DraftKings. 4 plus 486 for a 5-man hit stack. I do not mind that at all. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. These are some of the bets that we like. If you want to see more, go check out fantasyteamadvisor.com. If you want to get into the discussion, the links are down below for our Discord that we talk about things. If you want to see the insights, we have MLB insights in the Discord. They automatically start to populate. When they populate here on the site, they populate there on the Discord as well. So go check that out. Again, if you want to have a chance to win a free month of Outlier.Bet, all you got to do is check out the DFS video that we've put down below at the end of this video. We'll also link it in the description so you can get a link to today's video. Also check out Outlier on Twitter. And we are rocking and rolling because if you want to see something, we go to games. You can break down games just like we did in that video. But NFL is here. We can break them down. We got a Thursday night game, Baltimore at Kansas City. We got a Friday night game, Green Bay at Philly, but I believe it's in Germany or it's somewhere, a different country. Then we've got week 1 already, guys. Week 1 is there. Got the Sunday night football game. We are excited. We've got Monday night football game, Sunday night football game. Very, very excited for what is in store. Make sure you check out the website because we are going to start populating NFL content here on YouTube. We're going to do the weekly rankings. We're going to do those articles out there. We're going to do the breakdowns. We're going to do the matchup tool. We're going to do everything for you. And we're going to start soon. Once we get, so all the roster cuts are done. We're waiting for any last minute injury news that are out there. All of the pricing's on there. And we are ready to rock and roll with NFL. But we are going to continue with MLB as well. So if you like this video, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button here. We are getting so close to 10,000. If we can get to 10,000 YouTube subscribers here before the start of NFL season, so you guys have, 8 days, we're going to give away 2 lifetime passes to FTA Plus. That is a $500 value. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel here and like the video. So good luck today. Let's have some fun with DFS. Let's have some fun with sports betting. And as always, let's bring home some bacon today. Peace.